guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be looking over one of the more underrated and under the radar trades that Kent Hughes has made. This one sometimes gets forgotten because Kent Hughes has made a numerous amount of great trades and very flashy trades, as we all know. If you didn't know, I made a video just yesterday about another trade, which was the Kirby Dach trade. But while making the video, I kind of forgot to mention about this trade because even myself, I forgot it. So yeah, in today's video, I'll be going over that trade, talking about what we got in it, who we gave away, and all that jazz. But before I reveal this trade, if you're new here and you do enjoy Habs content or all-around NHL content, don't be afraid to subscribe. I'd love to have you along. Anyways, let's get into the video. Now, last trade deadline, last March, Kent Hughes made a couple trades, a couple big ones, like the Tyler Toffoli one, the Ben Chiarot one, the Lehkonen one, But there's one that people forget about a lot, and that one is the Brett Kulak trade. We sent Brett Kulak off to Edmonton, his hometown, I'm pretty sure. He's loving it there. Pretty good acquisition for the Edmonton Oilers. But what did we get in return? Now, we got a 7th round pick. Pretty all right, okay. We got William Lagesson. Trash, we don't care about. But we also got a 2nd round pick. And when you look at the trade, it's like, okay, that's a solid package for Brett Kulak. That's good. But this 2nd round pick, this singular pick in the NHL 2022 draft, makes this trade out of this world. Because who we picked of that is Lane Hutson. And if you didn't do your research already about Lane Hutson, then what are you doing? Because Lane Hutson is arguably one of our best prospects. This guy should have been a 1st round pick, but due to his height, he fell down. And, he was pretty far down on the draft, man. We got him 62nd. And if this guy was like 6 feet tall, he'd be top 15. So that is a steal and a half. And just looking back that we got that in an exchange for Brett Kulak, it's just such a great trade. And a lot of people often forget about this. Now, don't get me wrong. Brett Kulak for Edmonton is great so far. I actually really like him on that team. I think he's playing a very solid role. And he's helping them out a lot. But man, Brett Kulak, any day of the week, I will say goodbye. I will drive you to the airport. I will pack your own bags if you're telling me we got Lane Hutson for him. And that's exactly what happened. Because Lane Hutson, this guy is supposed to be our future defensive all-star, which is hard to believe when you're already looking at our defensive prospects with like Caden Gooley, Jordan Harris, Jack-Eye, Mailloux, Barron. There's so much depth. But let me tell you, Lane Hutson tops it all off. His offensive touch is insane. He's like an Adam Fox or a Quinn Hughes. His defensive abilities need a bit of work, but that'll come with time. It's the offensive touch and the offensive talent that is the big wow factor here. Now, anyways, Lane Hutson's currently playing in the NCAA in his 1st season there, and he's just over a point per game as a defense. And he's just so good. Like, if you haven't already watched his highlights, go search him up right now. You're gonna be very impressed with what you see. But yeah, that's pretty much it. A lot of people forget about this trade. Like, everyone kind of remembers that we drafted the Lane Hutson, but people forget that we got this pick from trading away Brett Kulak. And when you look at it in the big picture, Brett Kulak for Lane Hutson, not even fair, Like, that's insane. That's like an A-tier prospect. That is a blue chip prospect. And you gave him away for Brett Kulak. Like, don't get me wrong, I enjoyed seeing Brett Kulak play, but it's not even fair in the end. Like, it's a steal for us. Anyways, only time will tell if this is true. But as it stands right now, Lane Hutson is one of our best prospects, and I cannot wait to see him keep getting better and better. And if you guys haven't watched him already, like I said, go search him up. You're going to be very impressed, and you're going to look at this trade in a couple years, hopefully, and it's going to be one of the better trades that Kent Hughes has made, in my opinion. So yeah, that's going to be all for today's video. If you did enjoy, don't be afraid to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know down in the comments what you thought about the Brett Kulak trade and what you think, more importantly, of Lane Hutson. I'd love to hear your opinion. And yeah, with that being said, I'll see you all tomorrow. Take care.